Hello everyone. Welcome to Monday Night Live. What's up? We have Antoine and we have Alessandra in the chat. Welcome to the stream, everybody. He's just a little quicker. Oh my gosh. So how's everybody doing today? Or making music. That's cool. Good job. All right, so we're going to kick off something pretty exciting here, but I'm going to give everybody a second to join in. So while we do that, I'm going to show off a little bit of the work I've been doing over since our last stream. So our last stream, we put cards together and fought the internet the whole way, which was super fun. So hopefully the internet plays the game tonight. I haven't had, fingers crossed, any problems with it for a bit. Well, since last Monday, one glitch or two, so hopefully we're all good to go. But yeah, so over the weekend I was able to work a little bit on some cards, just kind of worked some line weights on the carousel and the contortionist that I saw last week, so they don't look all that dramatically different. But I did a whole card the other day. I was just kind of listening to my audiobook and I was drawing away and I had this really great idea. And this guy came together so nicely. I'm going to let it sit for a couple days because it came together so quickly. I want to make sure that I have everything that I need in it. But this is based off of something called the Stargazer in the book. And it's basically a ride that you can, or a tent that you go into that's basically like a ride, and you can look at the night sky. And everything, and I was trying to figure out how to do it in a way that wouldn't be too boring, because I always had the kids in the chair, always, and they were suspended from like the top of the tent or from a mystery place. But then I was just gonna put like the sky, like the stars that are in the very, very background, and I was like, I don't know. It seems a little basic for what we were thinking, so like all things where I feel like it's not quite there, I gave it an extra minute or two and pondered it. And then I thought of these kind of like different circles and stuff that would present different night skies and stuff. So I really liked that idea, and I think it came together really nicely. Circles might be a little bit big, like I would probably, if I had more space, I think I would probably like zoom them out a little bit and then have like some very dark ones in the background kind of thing. But given that it's going to be on a small card, I think this might work. Like I said, I'm going to give it a few days to percolate because it came together so very quickly. Usually projects like that, I turn around quickly in my knitting or my illustrating, I kind of forget about them. So I don't want that to happen with this guy. But I am super thrilled. I also kind of want to put maybe like a glow in front of the kids to kind of make that silhouette pop a little bit more. The shadows aren't kicking them forward in a way as much as I'd like. But that's where we're at with that guy. So that came together really nicely. I launched the 8 of Cups card on the weekends, so keep an eye on the socials to see more of that build and how that card is coming together. So that'll be this week, and we have even more coming this weekend, like every week. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, so that's where that's at. But we're going to get into something else now. What I might do actually is, one second. Let me switch to my desktop for a sec. If I can get my stream to play the game. This one? This one. Yeah. So we are starting a new collaboration project. Ooh, ignore that messy setup. Okay, well, we'll just kind of ignore the crazy OBS situation that we have going on here. So what we are going to do here, for those of you who've been following along, we have Mr. Dan Delta Tango Mike, Vector Maestros. We were collaborating and we did a fabulous Joker card, and check out this final layout. I'm thrilled with this. Now it looks like a card, which is extremely exciting. So we have the card here ready to go. And then we're using that to kick off our next project. So we're going to continue with this card theme. And what we're going to do, we are going to do the face cards now. So what we're going to do the king, queen, and jack of the hearts, spades, diamonds, and clubs. And naturally, Dan and I each gravitated to 2 sets of suits. He wanted to do the black suits, so the clubs and the spades. And I wanted to do the red suits because they kind of suit my style as well. So I'll be doing the hearts and the diamonds. So what's happening here, instead of us both doing the illustrations on each card, what we're going to do is, so for me and the diamonds, I'm going to kick off the first half of the king, queen, and jack, and the same thing for the hearts. And then what we want is you, the viewer, the fans, the fellow collaborators, the fellow creators, the everythings. We want you guys to join us and illustrate the other half. So the only rule that we have set up is that we would like vector line art. And beyond that, we're just having fun with this. We want people to be enjoying their time, to be enjoying their illustrations, to like explore something. Like I'm using this opportunity to go in. I'm not really going in with a specific theme, but I am taking the opportunity to do some pieces that I have, just kind of like individual ones hanging around that I think would apply to this really nicely. While I'm kind of more focused on the tarot cards and a few other larger projects that I have going on, these can be a few little one-offs. So that's what we're going to be doing. So tonight I am kicking off the first card, and that's going to be the Queen of Diamonds. And we're going to illustrate together and get this done. And so if you see this and this is a card that you want to join in on, send me a message, send Dan a message. One of us will give you all the information. We'll get you the templates or the file that we're currently working on, and then you can all dive in and create the other half. So we're going to have 12 fabulous cards, 1 per month. So that is the exciting business that we have going on today. That is a messy screen. Goodness me. Let's switch over. Much more peaceful. Okay. Get rid of this. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and I'm very excited to kick this project off. Okay, let's get this guy out of our way. We don't need the keyboard right now. So here's the idea that I had. So I'm glad this worked out this way, that we weren't coming up with a theme, because over the holidays, I tend to try and do like a little mini movie marathon and try and have a theme. And my theme this year was baseball movies. I tried last year, but every baseball movie on a streaming service I had to buy. I couldn't just watch it. This year's stuff was a lot easier to get access to. Sorry, something looks like it's not working. Okay, no, it is working. Okay, sorry. Whew. So I did a baseball theme. And so one of the movies I watched was A League of Their Own. And they have a character on there, and they call her the Queen of Diamonds. And I was like, there's a face card. That's something that I should do. For sure. When am I going to fit that one in? We're fitting it in today. That's what's happening. I'm very excited. Because I was like, I want to do a whole theme on the cards. Only one would like match the theme. Maybe I would do a League of Their Own cards or something at some point, because it's a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's classic. It's perfection. But we have one of our main characters here in the movie, and her name's Dottie Henson, but they call her the Queen of Diamonds. And so I was like, well, yeah, she's got to be the Queen of Diamonds. She's the one we're kicking off with today. Alexander's talking about, we did dishes. Oh, we're so tired. Oh no. There's a snowstorm last night. Had to shovel and clean the car. Yeah, it's we've had lots of snow here. It's cold today. It is in London. It's cold for London. It's minus 30 here today. It's feeling like minus 30 today. And luckily I didn't have to chip the car out. Luckily it just kind of like was buried in snow, and I just had to get it cleared off. Luckily it was easy to clear off despite it being freezing outside. Okay, so we're gonna kick this guy off. I'm so excited. So this is our lovely character here. I have a few sketches that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hide away one of our reference here, and then you can see we have some pencil art that we are gonna work through here. I wanted to create I was playing before we started with kind of the layout. I want to make sure that we have something that's kind of entertaining. I want it to overlap on our template a little tiny bit here. And I wanted to, I didn't want her just standing there as a baseball player. She is the catcher. So I wanted to put in something here. So that's her catcher's mask, and this is her mitt. And I wanted to throw them in. And we'll see how they go. So in the background is our template. And I'm actually gonna, I can't even, okay, I locked it because I didn't want it to be messy, but I'm gonna pull it down in opacity just a little bit so it's not in our way, because I can always make adjustments later. But then I am gonna lock it so that we don't accidentally draw on that or move it around, because I don't want it to play the game later. So we have her here, and there's also some excellent movie quotes in this movie that I kind of want to incorporate if I can, but we'll see how far we go. And I don't know how many words we want in here, so we'll see. So what we're going to do is we're going to start drawing a little bit. So like I said, one of our only criteria is that we have vector art. So we are here in Fresco. We're going to save our file. And we're going to throw some vector line art in here to see how things are going to come together. So I'm going to start with my classic 3-point vector brush here. And I'm actually going to hide away our 2 supporting things here. Oops, what happened? Oof, I thought I deleted them for a sec. I was like, no. So we're going to throw in our baseball player first, and then we're going to go from there and see how it goes. So this was kind of from the reference that we had that I just hid away, but then I also have like some other reference that I use for a base, but I want to kind of now iron it a little bit. So I'm going to keep the reference hidden away so I can kind of do my own thing on this. So let's get a new vector layer here and see what we have going on. Keep it simple because we want to make sure we're coloring. Just making sure Motor's not eating the garbage. Being a good boy. Of course you're being a good boy. All right. Oops. Why is this moving? The whole point of the feet is that it doesn't move. There we go. So I do not know yet what Dan's gonna do with his. I think he's kicking his off tomorrow, maybe, or later this week. So we're gonna keep an eye out on that so that you can see what he does with his coloring pages. Oh, I goofed it. Oh, okay, fine. It's all one big line, that's why. Okay, let's just try again. Let's make sure that we're on the right angle here, so I'm picturing it in my head. Alessandra says, nice, love this collab. Excellent. If you want to play the game, I know you've been dabbling in vector and in fresco. We are here to collaborate with you. So let us know. Like I said, so far I don't have a universal theme for mine. I have a movie, which is this one. I have some music, which is one. I have another one that's kind of book related. So mine are kind of all over the place, but I'm also going to see what Dan comes up with and what some of the other illustrators and collaborators come up with so that we can kind of inspire one another. Right now, I feel like a zombie. I'll probably message you when I'm fully awake. You can explain it to me again. And if you go back to Twitch and YouTube, the videos are going to be saved there. So you have all kinds of things, Alessandra, to be revisiting when you are awake. It sucks to be extra tired. That was me last weekend, on Friday. I had like one last thing to plan, and then I had like 3 things I wanted to do, and then I did one thing and was like, you know what, that's a big thing. So, and then I went and chilled and rested for the rest of the weekend. Took a time out. Oh, Dari is here. Welcome to the stream. We're kicking off our collaboration project, Odari, which I know you've expressed an interest in. So I'll go back over all the details at the end. But right now we're doing a League of Their Own inspired face card. Well, half. So movie inspired, half of a card. We're kicking it off. So excited. Going on a mini vacation this coming Friday and Monday. That's exciting. Woohoo! I like mini vacations. I'm going on vacation soon too. But we're working out the details first. Dari says, sweet. Don't you copy me? Oh no, this one's been in work for a while. Don't worry. This one's been in the works for a while. Ooh. Yeah, no, and it's not this weekend. I'm not going anywhere this weekend. At least my plan is not to go anywhere this weekend. I'm just looking at like the ice that's coating my windows right now. It's too cold to go places right now. I don't think that's how the eye would work. Let's try this. That makes more sense. There we go. Arby's here. Welcome to the stream. Woohoo. Oh dear. Drawing is hard. Okay. Oh no. I went too far. So what's everybody up to this evening? Working on this and some tarot cards. Oops. What did I do here? This is the craziest eyebrow approach. Oh, Alessandra has art and knitting on the go. That sounds like my house. Uh-oh. I drew it dumb. Let's try again. boop, boop. Oh dear. So the whole plan behind this collaboration is to kick off some art, have some collaboration between illustrators and creators, have some fun coloring pages when we're done, and then we're gonna see where it goes. We just kind of want to have some fun with it for right now. We don't want to have like a pile of pressure or anything, or make it be like crazy stressful for people. We want people to have fun and play the game. And the cool advantage is at the end, we're going to have 12 new illustrations collaborating with other artists and things. And that's going to be so much fun. This is Babe Ruth. It is not. It is the one and only Dottie Henson, Queen of Diamonds from A League of Their Own. Appropriately on the Queen of Diamonds card. Okay, let's see what we got here. I want to get her hat in place because then I want to do the I want to like air in her hair a little bit. Okay, so where is that line going to come in? This one, like this. Woo-hoo-hoo. A little rocky, but that's okay. Oops. Hey Moj, are you gonna come sit with me, bud? Boop, boop, boop. Oh no, oh no. Oh, for Pete's sake. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. Oops. Oh, for Pete's sake. Drawing's hard today, guys. I don't know what the heck's going on. Come on, just a little bit. There we go. Sheesh. That looks kind of weird because the line's in line with the hair. So let's just move it back here a little bit. How's that? Okay, so let's put in her shoulder and then we'll give me some room to do her whole hair. So when we were working together on the Joker card, I liked the kind of concept. We're both sharing Dan and I were both sharing the sides of the cards, but I liked when I put them together, I kind of played around with the overlapping a little bit. So part of his illustration kind of covers a little bit of mine, and part of my illustration kind of covers a bit of his, and it kind of goes over the template a little bit. I just kind of like that interaction in place. So when I was laying this out, I was like, well, if her arm kind of goes over the center line, then that kind of creates a line for us. me and whoever collaborates on this one to work together and to kind of like have our own separations, but have them interact at the same time, which I think is a super fun idea. Just adds a little bit more dynamics to the card already. Create some interest without it being too literal. And I had to, at the very last minute, switch up my template. I had created one for Dan and I to work with, and I've been playing cards like my entire life, and I put the Q and the K and the J on the opposite side. Like, they don't go on the right, they go on the left. It's like I haven't been doing a full tarot deck or anything else like that. Brain just kind of put them on the wrong side, which means the jokers are on the wrong side, but it's the Joker card. So I think that's what happened. RB says, I need to try doing some tarot cards. Come join us over here. Join me. That's fine. You can do some face cards with us if you want to. These are just playing card face cards. So safe game. So if you want to do a a vector line art with us, you are more than welcome to join us. And it's just face cards with no pressure of learning what the cards mean, etc. So join us. It will be fun. Yeah, tarot card drawing time. Oh yeah, face cards. Yep, we have ourselves. DTM is on Facebook. Welcome to the stream, sir. We have ourselves the Queen of Diamonds, Dottie Henson, from A League of Their Own. And we're going to kick this off really nicely with a movie-inspired one. I am so excited. And I think RB is going to join us. And I think Odari's going to join us. And Alessandra. We'll see. It's going to be so much fun. Oh dear, we missed one. Yeah, my streams are going to get confusing now. Tarot card, face card, what is she doing? Who knows? Okay, so we have... Okay, let's save. Let's do that first. And then let's do our own thing with the hair here. So we're just chatting about the collab, Dan, getting everybody in the loop. It's going to be a fun project. Build your own face card. Join us. It's going to be so much fun. See what everybody comes up with. I have some movie themed ones. I have music themed ones. I have book inspired ones. I've got all kinds of fun ideas. A couple of fantasy ones. I can't decide. Alessandra says, I'm sure you can do it, RB. Odari's gonna do it. Yes. And Alessandra is, convincing RB that he can play the game. Yes. It'll be so much fun. I don't know why I did that. I don't like that one. Okay, let's clean up some of these lines to see what we got going on here. Oh dear. Too aggressive with this trim tool today. Yeah. Dan's thinking up his ideas right now. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Antoine says, this is the woman during the Olympic game. No, it's not. What was her name? Ray. Oh no, not the Australian one. No, 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 no. It does look like her though when she's zoomed in. No, 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 no. This is a character from a movie called A League of Their Own. But now Raygun. Yeah, it's not Raygun. Dan says, "Oh yeah, movies, comics, and I've got some music inspired ones on the list. Dan, I've got some maybe books inspired. I won't do the Night Circus for this one, but I have other books that I want to do. I was saying earlier, I'm kind of taking this as an opportunity to do some of the pieces that I kind of had in the queue, but haven't had an opportunity to do yet. So I'm very excited to play with this a little bit." Dan says he can tell that it's Daddy Henson and not Raygun, although Raygun is hilarious. That's a hilarious interpretation. We'll get her baseball bat in there, so we're for sure. Dan says there's no crying in baseball. I was thinking about that. I said earlier on that there's some amazing quotes in that movie, and I thought, well, maybe I could try and toss one in. I have her catcher's mask and her catcher's mitt here, but I was like, if I could throw in a quote, like, of course, there's no crying in baseball is freaking classic, that maybe I'll see if I can get some words in here without making it messy. Oh my gosh, Dan's in 3 places at once. Witchcraft. Witchcraft. Boop, boop, boop. We have room for a swirly, so let's throw in a swirly, shall we? Oops. Vector magic. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the only rule. Please use vector art. And after that, do the fun things. And like maybe have them be like appropriate if there's like families that might be downloading. But I think we'll be okay with that. We'll be under control there. I'm not worried. All right, all right. It's coming together. I was nervous about this one because I liked the idea, but I didn't want it to come across as just like a still from the movie. I want it to be some dynamic energy. It's coming together. Like the Leonard so far. Thanks, Alessandra. I am glad it's coming together. Because I didn't want to put too much stuff to limit the other illustrator coming in or creative coming in. But I want it to be exciting too. So yeah, just taking this opportunity to kind of do some of the pieces that I've had here individually. I've just been chilling on their own, that were waiting patiently for me to be done doing ginormous projects like a full deck of tarot cards. It's like, you know what? This means I can fit in some of these other cards, and I'm very excited about it. So, or other illustrations that I've been wanting to do. I'm very stoked. Do you want ginormous nails on this one, RB? I won't make the crazy fingernails. Everybody keeps ripping me on the fingernails. She is a baseball player. It would really hurt a lot. To baseball level damage your hand. Time to double focus. Aaron's drawing a hand, something I don't like drawing. I did cheat a little bit and had some photo reference for this one, so I wouldn't put this in your tutorial bank for this hand in particular. I don't have a baseball bat here to get my own photo reference, so that was not exactly a good lesson. But we're still waiting on Dari's hand drawing lessons that he's going to do for us when he comes back to the streaming universe. Clear this one and this one and this one and this one. I'm so glad I saw Dan use this trim tool one time on Behance in the before times. Oh, and then I goofed this one because it's saving me a lot of frustration in erasing really close to my vector lines. Now I don't have to do that. Oh gosh, what a mess. Just need to find that join vector tool. That would be sweet. Oops. Just use a kitchen roll pin. Yeah, I guess I do have one of those. Should have done that. And all my neighbors would see me waving a kitchen roller around, and they'd be like, oh, we are correct. She is crazy. She doing waving a rolling pin about. Artists, I tell ya. Okay. Now this is going to go off the edge because if I complete the baseball bat, it'll be too short and it'll make no sense. So we're going to let it go off the edge, and we're going to let her shoulder here can get cut off by the line. And then we'll let the rest overlap, which I think is pretty cool. Alexander says it's none of their business. Oh, just tell them you're a rebellious teenager and it's none of their business. That's fair. I probably won't make me too many friends around here, but that's okay. I'll just be, oops. Say like, I'm an artist. It's okay. Oh my goodness. That's what I wanted. There we go. Get rid of this one and this one. All right. All right. Okay, so we'll save this and we're going to hide our sketch away. And I'm going to throw in her catcher's face mask. Just wonder if it'll be clear what that is. And then if I do, where's her glove? Unless I go instead with just, because it's kind of hard to tell what that is. Because we have to remember there's no color in these. These are for coloring purposes. So I'm wondering if it's going to be too little for her face. We do just one or the other maybe. And then do like a there's no crying in baseball situation instead. Or if what if I do this? We select two and we hide them. And then I do another one. And we're going to put our pencil here. Oh, we're not going to have enough space. Unless we do baseball. We did like a any bigger pencils what I need. There we go. Fill the space. And this would be all within the we're gonna lose this guy, so I'm just gonna cut that off for a sec. Please hold. I'll put this and we'll put this back. We'll do this and this. Ooh. More art, less me. There we go. Okay. There's no crying in baseball. What do we think? And then maybe I can put in, instead of I put in this and maybe put in like a baseball. I feel a little just kind of like thrown in there, so I don't know if that'll be a great idea. What do we think? Not really sure why we did 8,000 things there. Oh, RB says, like, what if one of the nails is broken? And then there would be some crying in baseball. You're not wrong. You have those long, crazy nails, and then you play baseball with them. That'd hurt like a lot. That's not how I would recommend. Because we can have the baseball like this. The best thing about layers, we can play around. We have some of the what we know what we want is solid and kind of in place, and then we can start doing these little stitches and sketches around the edge. Excuse me. To play around with it a bit. We also need some space for our diamond. I didn't put the suits in the cards initially. That was part of the plan, but I thought it would be kind of interesting to see what people, if there's like a stylized version that people might want, then they would leave them some room. Because I could almost do boop, 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 like this, and then it's the bases in my case. And then we do, there's no crying. Crying in baseball. Okay, so what do we think? We're going to throw her in. So let me do I'll opacity draw here. Go back to our vector and see what we've got now. Hand drawing fonts is not my jam. So let's see how this goes. And if it doesn't go great, then what I might do is kind of find a font that works and then kind of sketch over it. Because font art isn't my thing. Actually, let's see if we can do. That's not what I want. Okay, so turn that off, and then we're going to, oh, nope, nope. Nope. We want something like this maybe. There it is. Right away. Living. Okay. RB says, looking great. Thank you. So what I could do here now, where are my layers? With this guy, pull it back. Just hide this for a sec. Alessandra says, yeah, font's not my jam either, but I like doing some hand-drawn ones sometimes. Yeah, me too. Like, I don't want this to look like this exact font, but sometimes I think, like, some guidance is helpful in certain cases. Because, like, this isn't too far off. What did I just do? This one. Like, it's there. But then I can play around with it a little bit and make it, like, a little wider and a little... At least starts a little bit from... with some guidelines. RB says, hand lettering is great. Much better than leg lettering. You know, I can't say you're wrong. Oh, goodness. So I won't make you guys watch this whole thing, but I just kind of want to play around with a couple of the letters and then show you what I'm thinking that I will eventually do. Just kind of trace this out a little bit, but then we'll mess around with some of the proportions and things so that it fills the space. And I think if I was an illustrator, I think I could be... If I was in Illustrator, I could play with like the individual letters. So I may go that way too, because tracing them is a little redundant at a certain point. Wait a minute. Oops. Whoa. I'm just gonna be like, aha, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so rather than have you guys watch me do this, let's play around with this a little bit more. How did I do that? Okay, so there, I think I turned it into a vector layer, so I was playing around with the proportions of it a little bit more. Get some... I want to make sure that she's not boop, boop, boop. Now I think what that'll do though, oops, is reduce my ability to, yeah, see it's a vector layer now, so I can't retype this. Suggestion, I would not use such crisp corner font with your very curvy drawing. Excellent feedback, sir. Okay. A more rounded one. Okay, I like that. Because it would be a harsh contrast with all these kind of curvy lines and all these flowy things. I hear what you're saying. So what I'm going to do, because this is something I have to fiddle with, and it's kind of like not going to be super fun for everybody to watch me figure it out. I am going to put some hierarchy lines on our lovely lady because she's going to need them anyway. So we'll come back to her. Get rid of this, and we'll get rid of this. And then we'll go in with a new. That's an excellent suggestion, RB. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to go with 6 on this. It's different from what I normally do for the tarot cards, but this isn't the tarot cards. So, oh gosh. We missed one. Straggler. Oh my gosh, another one. They're everywhere. Okay. Leto would do the trick. All right, let me get this up here, and we'll do this. For a suggestion. Thank you, sir. We'll take a look and see what we got. Always open to suggestions. Like normally if I was to go in and do something with a font, I would kind of go into Illustrator and export a bunch. That's what I did with the Joker card when I was doing the kind of final, like finding this kind of font. I kind of like just kind of write the word out that I'm trying to do, that I'm trying to stylize. And then just kind of go through the fonts. And as I find something interesting, duplicate and do another one, do another one, do another one. And then start playing around with what works. Usually I'll have like 5 or 6 that I'm working with, depending on what I'm creating. But it's all part of the process. You want to find, oops, one that works for what you're trying to build. Yeah, we'll have this go in front because it is in front. So rather than kind of what I was doing, the tracing and everything, I would normally just kind of go in and try a few different things to see what would work, and probably in Illustrator. But I also kind of want a sketchy look here, maybe, so bringing it back into Fresco, maybe. Unless it's breaking top news, you never put sharp fonts in an illustration like this. And unless you want to like shock someone, be like, you know what? You don't think this should be here? Put it in. Nope, this is why I like to create these things on the live stream. See what other people see. See what the feedback is. Because I think I would probably come in with more of a hand-drawn, sketchy look anyway. But that's what I'll play with offline. It'll be so good. Penny's here. Welcome to the stream. We're starting the collaboration with Mr. Tango Mike and our face cards. If you're going to want to play our game. This is the very first card. Doesn't look exciting right now, but here we go. Let's throw our sketch back on. Now there's no crying in baseball. And then we have a baseball in here somewhere. Baseball. Not to worry, Penny. It's all good. The replays are there if you want to. And actually, instead of hierarchy lines, I'll go through what we're doing. So here, I'll hide these things, and we're going to hit save. And then I will switch over so you can see what the heck we're talking about. Okay, so this is the first card. Let's get that out of the way. So this is the first card in the Vector Magic super collaboration that Dan and I have kicked off. This is the very first stream of it. So keep an eye out. I think Dan is streaming later this week with his cards that he's kicking off. The premise is kind of continuing this beautiful Joker card that we did before the holidays, and now we want everybody to play the game with us. So what we're doing is Dan is going to kick off the clubs and spades face cards, King, Queen, Jack, and I'm going to be doing the hearts and diamonds as well. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing what I'm doing right here and do half of the card. So we're going to be half of the design. And then what we're hoping will happen is that anybody who's interested will send us a message as to which card they want to play the game with. And then you're going to draw the other half. The only rule that we have is going to be do vector line art, because we want these to be fancy coloring pages in the end. Other than that, everything is up for grabs. I'm doing a movie inspired one here. Not all my cards are going to be movie inspired. Some of them are going to be fantasy, some is going to be music. Dan said comic books, any sort of inspiration, video games, whatever you'd like. And then we're going to collaborate the cards together. So the other half of this does not necessarily have to be a sport or a movie or in anything. It could be right from this same League of Their Own movie if you'd like, or it could be something entirely different. But we really like people to collaborate with us and dive in. So we're going to have 12 cards in the end. So if there's one that speaks to you that you want to dive in on, definitely send us a message. And we're going to keep updating this project here. It's available. It should be in my descriptions. Still figuring out the Twitch situation. I don't think it's working on Twitch. So what we'll do is I'll put it in the Twitch chat. I know it's on the YouTube chat. See if this works. That's not it. That's mine. That's my Twitch. I just commented my Twitch on my Twitch. Let's try this again. There we go. Let's do that one. Oy, oy, oy. So, yeah, so if you want to play the game and you want to join us, because the idea is that we're going to have 12 fabulous coloring pages in the end, and we're going to share them with people and they can do beautiful art with them and color them. Because I brought this Joker card to an illustration party over the holidays and it was a freaking hit. People loved it. So the fans want more. So take a look at the chat, take a look at the project. If you want to join in, send us a message and we will hook you up and we're going to see where it goes. Dan's going to stream later this week. I don't know if it's his tomorrow stream or his Wednesday stream. I've lost all of my chats. There we go. So if you want to join in and watch the streams, let us know. I'm going to be putting all my YouTube links in here as well. So if you miss one and you want to catch up, I'm going to be putting all of those in here as well. Work in progress, references, etc. It's going to be a super project. So anybody who wants to join in, send us a message and we'll get going. What's happening? There we go. So join in if you're interested. Follow on the streams if you want. I feel like I'm missing a thing. But we're going to be doing the live streams. I know I've been mentioning joint live streams. I'm just trying to get, I was planning a whole bunch of different things last week. So it is on my list, but this would be a great time to do collaborative streams as well. So say Penny, you wanted to do one half of a card and I was doing a half of a card. We could stream at the same time if we found a time that worked. And I do still have plans to get that running for us. I'm just trying to get my tech coordinated and everything, and send something out hopefully very soon to get that kicked off. But this is underway. So watch the socials, send us a message, keep watching the streams. I think we're streaming about this. I'm streaming about this at least once a month for now. But just keep an eye on the socials and stuff. I'm sure there'll be stories and all that kind of fun stuff to share with everybody. So if you have questions, let us know. I want to make sure I'm not missing any chats. Okay, excellent, excellent. I think that's it. Other than that, just working on tarot cards, trying to get back into the market game and all that kind of fun madness. I'm still trying to find my groove after the holidays. I relaxed pretty hard to try to get back into my groove. But all of this weekend doing some illustrations and stuff was a lot of fun, and just kind of getting back into a good rhythm here. But that's what these streams are for, so that you guys can collaborate with me. It's so fabulous. And I think that's all for now. So I'll be doing more of this. There'll be more on the project. I'll be putting things on the socials, calls to action for those of you to come join us, etc. And yeah, we'll just get going. So Alessandra says, you got this, Erin. Thank you. And Darcy says, thanks, Erin. I need to get in mine too. Perfect. We want everybody to join in and play the game. I hope you all have a great night and a great week. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Penny, RB, Odari, Alessandra, Antoine, I'm not sure if you're still here. It's always great to see everybody. Dan, for joining into the stream. And I will be definitely trying to grab Dan's stream if it's tomorrow morning. I was driving this morning, so I missed the stream, unfortunately, but I'm going to try and catch tomorrow's for sure. Have an excellent evening all, and I will catch you all same time and channels next week. Bye, guys.